and this is where we will simply click on how to use your CAC with macOS. When you open the link, it will basically tell you all there is to it. So the first option that it will tell you is to uninstall anything that you have for your CAC enablers, so you can start fresh. But if you're on a fresh install, you don't need to worry about that. So is your CAC reader Mac friendly? Most of them are, but you need to make sure that you actually have the proper connection. So if your particular Mac uses USB-C or Thunderbolt, then you need to make sure that you actually get a USB-C type reader or an adapter for Thunderbolt to USB or USB-C. Can your Mac see the reader? And that usually happens whenever you go under your Mac, and if you hold the Alt key, System Information, where we'll get the system report, and under USB or Thunderbolt, depending on your particular system, you will see if we have the CAC reader. And that's because I don't actually have it installed on this particular machine, and I will have it installed at a later date. I just don't have it on me. But this is where you would find it. So again, about this Mac, and then click on System Report or about this Mac, hold the Alt Option key and then System Information, and that will launch this window back here. Okay, so that's how you would know. Most CAC readers are supported by Mac, and if in doubt, basically you just need to make sure that your CAC has the Apple Mac logo. That's all there is to it. Here it just tells you a different way of doing it with a different machine, older versions, but it's exactly the same thing. So that's just the same thing that I was telling you. So verify the firmware version of your CAC reader. So if you have a reader, any of these readers, you can proceed to step 3. Otherwise you would need to upgrade the firmware. So if you're buying the CAC reader just recently, then you most likely won't even have to worry about that. So here we have, alright, so click or go to the top screen and double click on keychain. Well, on newer computers, all you have to do is just click on Spotlight and type in keychain, and that's it. So there's your keychain access. Okay, that's our keychain access. Let's just put it to the background for the time being, and then we're going to go under login, which is this one over here, and all items, which is this one down here. Then we're going to download the 5 links down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this one has all of the certificates, and this has 4 root certificates. So right click, or if you're on a Mac, if you don't have enabled a right click, you do Control click, and then you will save link as. Here, nil CAC. Okay, and because I like making sure that I have the latest version, I will put the date of when I downloaded the certificate, so I know when is it that I actually did this. So alright, so all certificates, and then we go for the root certificates. Save, 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 and save. Very simple, right? Okay, so once each of them has downloaded, we can simply double click on each of the files, and they will immediately install onto our keychain, or you can just drag and drop them. So one choice is to just bring them in here and they will install, and then you just click on add. Okay, that's the easiest way. Or otherwise you would just double click and same process. Basically that's the same thing. It's exactly the same process. Okay, so if we check it by kind, we will see over here that we have all of the DOD. Okay, so here are the DOD email, DOD IC, DOD SW, DOD root, SW, blah blah blah. Okay, so there we go. Those are the DODs. And verify the arrow is pointing up and look down at the certificate. Again, we are making sure that it is login and all items. If you're missing any of the certificates, you have two choices: delete all of them and rerun the files above, or download the all certs and follow the instructions. But it's very simple, as you can clearly see. I'm not sure, I didn't see any DoD root certificates that are not trusted, but let's check just in case. Oh, here they are. Okay, so all we gotta do is double click on them, trust, and when using the certificate, always trust. That's basically what you gotta do. And then you enter your password. Repeat the same for all the others. Trust, always trust, and repeat. Done. That's all there is to it for that part of the ordeal. Yep, that's it. That's all there is to it. Firefox, it just has a bit of an extra step, but I don't have Firefox installed on this machine, so I'm going to skip that for the time being. But you can always just read the instructions and follow them, and you can see how simple it is with macOS. And this applies for pretty much all of the versions of macOS, including Catalina, which is the one that I'm currently running.